Is up, everybody? Meriden Gaming here, and we're back for another World of Tanks Tech Tree Tank Showcase and Review. Today we're taking a look at the Tier 5 American TD, the M10 Wolverine. It's a little bit different than a lot of the other TDs in the game, although there are some that are similar, and the fact that it has a turret. So that's one thing you got to factor in. That's why I like this one, and I like the line that this goes down, because it's effectively a medium tank, or eventually a heavy tank, with the TD power, basically, so the damage of the gun and what. But yeah, so this is a very unique style hull. You only see it on like one or two other tanks. Uh, it's still pretty weak though. So as you can see, only 59 in the front and only 38 down the side. And then of course this thing, paper. And one drawback to using the M10 Wolverine, no vents, because you have an open top turret. Go ahead and switch over to the camo. Yeah, as you can see, or the live thing. From the front, you do have some ricochet angles, but it's still pretty paper thin because you barely over angle it, and yeah, no armor whatsoever. So you definitely have to make use of those bushes. Make sure you're not getting hit. Go ahead and get over to the comparison. So there's one other TD that we're not going to be comparing it to, the AT2, because that's more of a, it's almost like a heavy tank, but without a turret. Just because the British line is just completely different than anything else by comparison. Anyway, so we got the Wolverine, we've got the Stug 3G from the Germans, the Su-85, the S from the Russians, the S-35 from France, and then the 60G FT from China. Now, I will have to admit, all four of these first ones have derp guns, which is my personal favorite way to run them. But from what I see, it's more common to run the tier 7 gun typically in most cases, because you have a faster fire rate and then you have more penetration. But that's kind of up to the person. I like derp guns. I'm weird. I like seeing those big numbers flash up. Especially if you can catch someone off guard, catch them in the side where they don't have as much armor, and actually get a full pin. So for those of you that like that, you can take a look at that. I'll throw this up here real quick. So the derp gun is a 105 millimeter with 410 damage and 53 pin, and then 102 pin with 350 damage of the heat rounds. Now those cost more, but at tier 5, 100 pin is a lot. Although that is a heat round, so you get the idea. But this will usually splash for at least 100 or so. And then if you do get a pin, yeah, you're making someone's have a very bad day, basically. Anyway, with the normal guns, it does have the lowest pin. It also has the lowest damage, but reload time, 3 seconds. So you can get off almost 2 rounds before the SU, and the S-35, and then for every 3 rounds you'll get off a fourth compared to the Stug and the 60G. So you have to take that into effect. I like the faster firing guns just in general, just because you can get them down quicker and you can track them and stuff like that more often than they can repair themselves. Got a 76 caliber gun, so you can overmatch. I can't even think of what that is, but like 25 millimeter armor. So you won't even ricochet off 25 or less. So light tanks, they get destroyed. Now that 105, you can overmatch a little bit more, just because of the fact that it's, for the tier, it's going to be pretty high on the penetration rating because of the overmatch factor. Shell velocity, kind of slow. The derp guns are even slower. But it's right kind of in the running with everything else. And then ammo capacity, that's the one good thing about this. You can carry a lot of ammo other than the S-35. Top amount of ammo, so you can carry all 3 different types that you want. As far as potential damage, not so great compared to compared to most of these, but this is mainly due to the amount of ammo the S-35 can carry, and then the penetration ratings on all the others. Aim time. I mean, look at that, 1.63. You know me. I only want under 2, and this thing is much better. But dispersion, especially with this or the derp gun, not great. You're not going to be on target as often, but that faster fire rate kind of makes up for it. So we definitely want to try to get that down with our equipment. Then we get down to, yep, that's right, 10 degrees of American gun depression. Yeah, for some reason that seems to be the standard across all. And then it also has the best gun elevation compared to everything else in this, because a lot of these can't really move as far. Now, gun traverse, because of the turrets, negative 180, positive 180, whereas everything else is 15 or 29 for some random reason on this one. So you definitely are able to move your gun around more, and you can, instead of having to roll yourself out to, basically in full view to take a shot and then try to reverse back out of the way, you can come in sideways around that rock, shoot, and pull back faster than any of these other tanks. So that is a definite benefit if you like this style tank. Literally, like I said, it's a medium with tank tank destroyer gun characteristics. Then we get down to the speed, one of the faster, 48, not bad. You can get into a lot of positions before a lot of other things other than the SU. Yeah, you're going to get there and be able to set up, let that light tank spot stuff for you to shoot it really quickly. Okay, then we get down to armor. Like I said, armor, not great. The Stug, the SU, S35, all have better armor, especially in the front. This one can be kind of a pain to deal with in the front sometimes by mediums, but heavies can tend to go through it. And a lot of the, depending on the angle it's sitting, pretty much all the TDs can go through it too. And then we get down to camo. Yeah, this thing sits up quite a bit higher than everything else just because of the fact that it does have the turret on top. So your camo's not quite as good, so you do have to sit a little bit further back to avoid being spotted, but we can get that camo up there pretty good. This is light tank level camo. You just have to make sure you pull behind the bush before firing because, yeah, you're going to get seen if you don't. Then we have view range, 370, which is one of the best out of all these because it is sitting up higher, so it has a little bit better view range. So, what should we do as far as skills? We're going to want camouflage, of course, that's always a given. We're going to want brothers in arms. You're going to want snapshot, of course. Off-road driving. We'll eventually want to get whatever you want to call it. Intuition, so you can switch between your shells faster. And then concealment. You can eventually go for like repairs and some of these other things, like the clutch braking is always good in the off-road driving, so you can get around a little bit better. And then because of the view range, you could actually even eventually take situational awareness and recon, but those would be the last on the list. That would help you because you're going to be one of the last alive. It will help you spot out those other tank destroyers at the end of the game. And then equipment. So, what are we going to want? We're going to want to definitely either increase the, where's my gun rammer? Yes, we want gun rammer. Hold on, which didn't tell you what bonus it gets. Okay, so we're definitely going to want a gun rammer. Because of the dispersion, I tend to go with improved aiming circle. So that gets our dispersion down. And then you kind of have an option in the last one. You can either try to go for, because you do have a turret, the improved rotation usually works really well. But then you also have the option of doing something like either camouflage netting to help you stay concealed better, or like binoculars to help you see better. But we're going to try to highlight the gun statistics and go with that rotational mechanism. See what that gets us down to. So, reload time down to 2.7. Yeah, that's really good. Our dispersion down to 3.4. So definitely pretty good over long range. And then I think it affected the bloom during tank reverse, so tank traverse, so 0.21, not bad. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to that gameplay. So we're going to be watching Chuvisti on Strudavanka, and we'll see how he does. Or she. I'll let them control the camera. Keep forgetting I have to adjust this whenever I do this, because I like having a little bit larger mini-map there. And also I need to adjust them. There we go. Okay. So we're going to see an M4A1, a Valiant, most likely, Thug Wolverine, ooh, a Bishop, one of my favorite artilleries, because it's more of a TD than an artillery. And this is a pretty standard spot for TDs. Yeah, we're going to see a lot of mediums just because there's really not any heavies at tier 5. There's like a French and then a couple, well, yeah, like Churchill. I think that's a premium actually. That's like the Russian, the British one that the Russians captured or something like that. Alright, pretty uneventful. The where the Stug is actually the one on this little hill right in front of him, off to the left. That one right there. That is my preferred position. Yeah, see, he's got that fire rate up. Oh, come on, come on. You can get him. You can get him. Nope, you're aiming a little bit too low, it looks like. Too bad. 252 damage so far, not too bad. Basically means about 2 shells connected. Yeah, see, that's the problem, like I said, with this. The dispersion is still not quite the best. But you have this fire rate, so you can just... And see, that's why I like the derp gun. The derp gun will just... Yeah, you're going to be just as inaccurate with it, but when it does hit, it causes quite a bit of damage. I don't think they were shooting at him. I think that happened to be... They were shooting at the medium and they overshot. There you go. And just look at this. Just bang, 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 bang. And they're just sitting there taking it. And he's like, you know what? Maybe I should back up now. See, that's the problem with this thing. Even with the good aim time, it's just... There you go. Now you got him. Arcing that shell in on top. See, he's seeing that the shells are arcing down. So he's actually aiming a little bit high, expecting it to drop in onto... Oh, that pulled in front of him. Now the Stug's in front of him. That's the one downside sitting this far back on this position is people moving in right there where the Stug was. Hit a little random twig apparently. Keeps sending them downrange. Except he's using his gold rounds, which at this, whatever you want to call it, at this tier aren't too expensive. But it's annoying when these things do that. Didn't get the kill there. But so far, 1100 or almost 1200 damage and a 100 spotting. Not too bad. He was even able to damage the Matilda, and you know the Matilda's kind of a pain to deal with a lot of the time. Oops, someone's trying to sneak in the side. Get him. Oh, and he misses. That's the one frustration with this tank, is the dispersion. There you go. And now he's only like, oh, I'm spotted. Let me move out of the way. I decided maybe he's going to try to take out this Valiant here that's sitting in that corner. Gotta be careful not to move too close and get spotted by the... It looks like everything on the south side failed. Well, repositioning. Catch the guys coming in over there. Oh, wow. Oh, I just noticed that this is, whatever you call this. Encounter. How much I pay attention. I'm so used to playing just normal random battles, not encounter or assault. You're not going to be able to get anything from there. I also think he partially moved from that position when nothing else was spotting that north edge. Get killed from there. Oh, yes you. Except his artillery is in the way. Oh, and there's the light tank. And we're just a little bit too far behind. Hide behind the building, make sure he doesn't get spotted. I'm gonna kill the medium. The SU is still out there. Light tank is still out there, but they can't see them. There's the light tank. Boom. One. Light tank is focusing on the arty. Oh, and that's a Luke, so it's got the... That's gone. Yeah, Stug 3 is there on the center. Where you call it? Hill. Or you just tried to fire at him. Ooh, this is getting hairy. 7 to 12. Him, a VK, and a Luke. Got a retreat. See, I would have gotten hit by the Stug and blown up at that point. There. Through the trees, trying not to get spotted. Oh, the Stug is moving, and that Stug is lagging. Yeah, pick a point. There you go. Yeah, wiggling back and forth. Wow, there's a lot of lag. See that? The stop and go thing is typically... You have a lot of lag. Either on their end or your end. It looks like he's got actually... He's got 120 frames per second at... Okay, one more. Oh, so close. There you go, nice. Nice. You're gonna have to try to sneak one in right there. There you go, wow, look at that. He went from no kills to 5 kills right quick. VK3001 is kind of hunkered in his position. The Leaks is watching the north. Make sure nothing comes across there. Sitting right there is not the best idea because there are bushes that you can get seen from. Okay, so now the Hetzer's moved up, but the Hetzer has very low health. Yeah, the Lukes should be able to catch the... Oh, come on. You can kill the light tank too. There's another kill. Nice, nice, nice. He's gonna move around trying to get that Hetzer from the side. See if he can do it. Just have the Hetzer. The 76? Right, yep. I haven't seen the bishop yet though, so he's got to be careful not to be spotted. That bishop can one spot shot him. Oh, nice, the VK. A good play there. So far, 6 kills of the Hetzer and the bishop to deal with. Oh, they know that the bishop is on the other side of the thing. And the VK really need to wait for him to show up. You really need to hit if you're going to attack someone. Oh, there's the bishop. On top. Oh, can't quite see it. I'm getting in a position to see the thing. He should, once he gets right there, he should be able to... Oh, nope, it's moving. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Oh, he's spotted now, though. Gotta be careful not to get nuked by that arty. Oh, oh, but it didn't kill him. Nice. That's it. Great play. Alright, let's go ahead and get to the game statistics and see how he did overall. Alright, so 7 kills, almost 3,000 damage, 258 spotting slash tracking. A lot of critical hits with this thing. But yeah, Master, or Ace Tanker, Bruiser, and of course I got hit quite a few different things. Duelist, Fire for Effect, and Top Gun. Not bad. That was a good showing of this tank. So, if you're wanting to see how you're supposed to play this, that's how you do it. Anyway, this is Meridian Gaming. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the little bell notification icon so you can see all my videos. If there's a specific tank you wish to see next, just let me know in the comments of the most current Tech Tree Tank playlist video. Anyway, I'll see you on the battlefield.